Doug Lehman, breaking it down in layman's terms. Today I've got a special guest. I've got Hugh Tafel, president of Tafel Marketing Systems. Now, he's also a platinum business coach. He helps small business owners increase their profits, grow revenue, and attract more clients. He's also an author of How to Find $10,000 in Any Business in 45 Minutes. He's written a few books. He's all about client attraction, building business. Hugh, welcome in layman's terms.
Thanks, Doug. We're happy to be here. This is awesome.
Well, this is awesome. Fine to get to meet another expert in Canada as well. So got to represent. I know you're just near Calgary and everything, but you've really been working on helping small business owners gain more business. Is that your ideal client that you work with right now? If you could define.
I would say absolutely, Doug. Small business owners are that's my passion to help. That means anything from folks who own private professional practices, from health and finance, right up to the local contractors, who are doing everything from roofing, siding, kitchen remodeling, et cetera. All the types of businesses that you and I buy from like every day, every week.
Well, it's one thing. I've been to your websites. You've got a wealth of content and information. If you don't know Hugh, you need to know Hugh. One thing that really intrigued me was your online learning, your online marketing system, and you've been having that program for a while. If you could touch a little bit more about what that's all about.
Well, here's the thing, if you're a big corporation, you've got teams, you've got, cash flow, you can hire like consultants at, $1,000 an hour practically. I mean, really experts. If you're running a small business, you're kind of scraping by, you're hoping to make payroll. Sometimes it's really difficult to get the content that you need to actually take your business to the next level. So I and my partners have created this like phenomenal, in-depth, almost like do-it-yourself marketing business development site. It's got about 280 videos, but all organized in a systematic way that follows what we call, Doug, the profit formula.
Well, it's very intriguing because obviously we're stuck with this pandemic now, and in some situations, we're not able to travel, but you've been paving the way for online content, helping people grow their businesses. You've written this book, and I love the title. I know you've written a couple of books, but your latest book, How to Find $10,000 in Any Business in 45 Minutes. Are you working on any other books, and how did that book come about?
Well, the first book is because this is a process that we've actually perfected so that we can find business owners breakthroughs really, really quickly, 45 minutes for sure. And by the way, 10,000 is understating. It's typically $100,000 plus. But when we came out with the book, that's people thought they didn't believe it. So we made it conservative. And the key part, Doug, is without them having to spend any money on sales or marketing. That's the key part. And that's primarily because, leads is just one of 5 key parts that every business owner, including the Fortune 500 guys, need to use to grow profits. And profits is really what the business owners want or should want. Well,
it's definitely a client attraction title there. And I love the concept. You've got a show that's airing on the Sales Experts channel, and you've got another partner in crime on that show. Can you talk a little bit briefly about what that show is all about?
Well, our show is again, it's called the Street Smarts MBA. And it's really about, how to get an MBA, but that's related to being on the street, being the small guy, not like being totally sophisticated, having huge teams, and how do you make do with less? And also to illustrate really importantly that growing sales, at least for the small business owner, is more about business development. It's more about all the other aspects that are important to growing their profits, how to reactivate clients, how to do this, how to convert, how to look at their profit and loss statement, how to who's the actual target market, all these things that like a professional salesperson kind of knows, or at least they have a team behind them helping that part. They got to do everything from marketing, from sales, from conversion, from human resources. And that's kind of that's the nature of our show. It's really fun. My partner, Sonia Dumas, she's an expert in communication, payday communication, she calls it. So that's part of our whole messaging. And the owner, yes, the business owner, he's got to wear all the hats. So we're trying to help him with all those hats.
Well, you're helping a lot of people. You're a platinum business coach, and you're doing a lot of great work, helping businesses grow their profits, increase their revenue, etc. Is there any parting shots that you would like to add for our audience, Hugh?
Yeah, a couple things that I think are really important, and this is particularly for business owners who are worried about, like, they don't really have a budget. They think that they need to hire experts in social media or lead generation, and I can tell you, almost every business owner that I've worked with, in 60 days, we can help them find like 20, 30, $40,000 just sometimes just by looking at how are they pricing, what are their costs, what's their business model, Doug, and then helping them actually create the right messages and scripts and this type of thing. So that's really, like, I think the key thing is, don't get allured into like the shiny objects. They're important, don't get me wrong, but there's some fundamental stuff that if they get that right, everything else is just, then the business can grow exponentially, and that's transformational.
Well, I appreciate you spending some time sharing your knowledge, and I encourage everybody out there to check out Hugh Tafel and all the fine work he does. And I want to thank you out there, in layman's terms, for social watching.